Hello, and welcome to Awake, Connect, and Act. Here we talk about spirituality to help us, um, evolve in our consciousness, the human consciousness to the spiritual consciousness. So today's topic is titled Shifting Mental Gears. What is built on the field of your mind? Yeah, so we can see the shifting mental gears going on around the world, and we're going to find out today um, if it's real or we're just trying to keep up appearances. Hello there, my name is Judith, and I am your spiritual psychologist. So today is the 24th of October 2025. And the last time I was here, we talked about um, the month of October, and it was the 10th of October. And I gave us the spiritual meaning of the number 10, that it's no coincidence that we are seeing what is happening um, in La Republique, in Amazonia, and the world at large, because everything, that we find in this earth or the universe kind of connect and relate with our experiences. So it is very important for us to understand how these numbers and the events that unfold on our day-to-day experiences, they have spiritual meaning. Just as you are alive today as a human being, you look at yourself, there is a spiritual meaning or purpose behind your living. So you have to connect with that and create an impact while you are here on earth. Okay? So you leave a positive legacy, a footprint that when you leave this realm, you'll be remembered as a God who descended and did something amazing to move or to help the people, your people, the world, to take the next step of consciousness. That's what we are doing here. So I will give us a quick um, uh, um, rundown of the month of August, no, of October, that it symbolized our, the 1 0 symbolize our shadow, the 0 symbolize our shadow, and the 1 symbolize our wholeness, completion, your vision, your purpose. That when you begin to find reason, that 1 on 10 represents that you have come, you're no longer confused, you find clarity in what you are doing. So that is when you come out of the shadow of that 0. The 0 there represents our struggles, represent the suffering, your survival programming that has been going on, making you to be trapped in that cycle. Huh? They call it the human loop or human cycle consciousness. You're trapped there and you can't get out of it. And people keep throwing their own things and programs and systems to control you. So that is the 10 we are talking about. Um, so you are whole, you are complete to lead yourself in the direction of freedom. And that's what Amazonia have chosen for these 8, 9 years that we have been in this revolution. Because when you come out of that loop of struggle and survival, that is when you are now a revolutionary. But if you stay there in that same mindset of the struggles and survival programming going on, where your colonizers are still controlling your affairs, then whatever thing you want to do or carry out is like a rebellion. And that's why they try to always, when you look at the rebellions that are going on in most countries, when it is still at that rebellious stage, they tell you, oh, it's just a rebellion, we're going to put an end to that. And that's what La Republique was thinking when the Amazonians, they started with this struggle. They thought it was a rebellion, and oh, within 2 weeks, we'll just put an end to them. But they didn't know that it was a revolution of the mind, that they were shifting their mental gears. You see that? So the shifting of the mental gears there is whether you are shifting to um, the right position or narrative, or you are still just going in that vicious cycle. Because there is that vicious cycle of that loop of survival, that you think that you are shifting gears because somebody has come up, like let's take as for example what is going on in La Republique. Isa Chiroma has come out and is declaring himself a winner, and all the people in La Republique, because they are so desperate for change, they want this change. And so you see some Amazonians who have been misled, and some of those activists or bloggers and content creators continue to make the people feel like, the Amazonians feel like, oh yeah, this is what we want. No, that is not what you want, Amazonians. For those of you who are still believing that charade there, that's why we are dealing with this topic, shifting mental gears. Are you shifting it in the right direction, or you're just playing with the mental that's your mental ability there, making people to believe that you are doing something new. You want to change your narrative, you want to change your situation, you want to change completely. Is that what you're doing? So before we go there, I will take us again to show us why La Republique, using numerology, why La Republique moved the date of the declaration of the winner from yesterday, the 23rd, to the 27th. This is all I can tell you about numerology. Using numerology, okay. We are in the month of October 10. You see here, the 1 is completely separate from the 0. And this 0 here represents what? Your shadow, your struggles, your fears, your limitations, everything about you. So once you are awakened to say you want a change, you want to break free from this cycle, then you move to the 1. The 1 there represents wholeness, it represents completion, it represents clarity. Because why are you trapped here? You don't have a clear understanding or a clear picture of what is going on with your life, what is going on with your country, and all of that stuff. So you get trapped here from year after year. The same politicians, the same problems, the same teachings in your religion, they get you trapped here and you can't break free from it. Now, let's look at this next picture. Remember 2025, when you add the numbers 2025, 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 5, it gives you 9. So this year, 2025, is a year of they call it the birthing. The birthing now is like a year of awakening. That's why you see so many people are waking up globally to come to see things clearly, the wrongs that have been going on in their societies, in their communities, and in their politics, that people are speaking up because this year carries a very powerful energy that it's going to reveal so many things around the world. So nine, you can see nine, the birthing. It's like when you take the zero of the 10, you now attach it here. So it's like to break out of this loop. That's why you see a lot of things are being exposed because they are trying to break free from this loop that was attached with your own identity, your sovereignty, your freedom. You're trying to break away from it. So many events that are happening here globally is because of the numerology of this year, the power of nine, that people are being exposed, and so many dark hidden things are being exposed. So as we go closer to the end of the year, we'll be seeing, hearing a lot of dark secret, I call them the underworld, the underworld, things that have been going on without the knowledge of the public. They'll be coming out because that is what this year is all about, to expose these things so people can start to live in their true self, because what they say, the truth shall set you free. Huh? Then we go to the next number, now showing you why La Republique, because these people, they got their master France, Britain, and all of that. These countries, they are very good with this numerology thing. So they understand it very well. And so when you look at the date 27, huh? 27, in numerology, you add 2 plus 7 is 9. Huh? So what again is that 9? Why did they push it to 9? We'll go to the next page, then I'll come back to that. People, if we can just focus on the various aspects of our minds, our thoughts, how they create things for us to understand and to have a complete understanding of this life, then we will not just focus on one thing, whether it's your religion. Religion is just a belief. There are other belief systems that are there to control you. And also, they are there to give you an understanding so you can break out of that and then you live in your true self, your true self of sovereignty, of freedom, huh? Of justice, that you enjoy life to the fullest. That's why you came here. You didn't come here for other people to be controlling you in your own country. No, hell no. Huh? Okay, look at the 23rd yesterday. 2 plus 3 is 5. What does the number 5 symbolize? 5 symbolizes power. It symbolizes power and courage. The courage to break free from that cycle. Huh? So they knew that if they had announced the result yesterday, oh, the whole place would have been. But you see what they did? They went now to they postponed it to 27, which is 9 there. And the 9 there, like I saw somebody commented on Facebook, he said that 9, it falls on the day of Amazonia Ghost Town, Monday. So they know that, oh, Amazonia will be calm, huh? or they want to cause Amazonians to join in their own protest, which we are calling Amazonians. Stay home. They are not you. They don't like you. 9 years should prove to you every evidence that they don't like you. They just want your resources. They just want to use you as slave, black on black slavery. So stay home. Stay home, people. If they're doing their protest there, don't go out. If they're talking whatever, whether it's who is winning, shut your mouth. You have been in the fight that they declared this unjust war on us, killing our people, maiming, raping, doing all sorts of profanity and inhumane things to our people. It is not time for a level-headed Ambazonia to go and even be rejoicing that you want a change for La Republique. Change for who? What change is there? Huh? They just shifted gears, their mental gears. So is it towards the right direction? Is it towards the right direction? So this 29, then the 9, they're trying to make you, because it's still about struggling. Oh, you got to break free. So they want to pull you into their own fight. That is their fight, Amazonians. Listen and listen carefully. That is their fight. That is their cup of tea. However they want to make it taste or drink it is their business. You cannot be a people who have been treated as subhumans, have been treated with such impunity, killed, raped, all of that stuff, and then you go join them in their nonsense, useless fight. Don't do that except you're stupid. And I know Amazonians are not stupid. You are not stupid. I saw a video of one of whether the CPDM what parliamentarian in Eboya who has gone and bribed a youth there in Boya to carry peace plan and go protest that Obia is the winner. Have you declared your winner? Have you declared your winner? Why don't you go to Yaoundé and do that? Ambazonia is not La Republique. Get it in your heart core heads. Ambazonia is not La Republique. Huh? You the same MP, I don't even remember your name. They went on Tuesday, just this week, the military went and round up, we saw on social media, round up the students of the University of Boya in their hundreds. Wherever they have taken them, we don't know. You, the MP, you cannot go out there and speak up for them. But you know how to go bribe people with 2,000 and how many thousand to go protest. Wow. We are watching all of you. We are seeing you guys. Except that you will leave Ambazonia when Ambazonia is free. Because you will pay for what you are doing to our people. You're going to pay. Every negative action that you people, the chiefs, the funds, and the politicians, whatever, whether you're a businessman or who, an administrator, we are watching you. So long as you're an Ambazonian, you will pay for the consequences of that negative action. That you take advantage of our people and their vulnerability, and you're just misleading them. We are watching you. So that is the reason why they use these numbers, and they are changing those in date here and there and back and forth, and you think that they love you. And the number 5 there, as I said, is about power, the courage, the strength to believe in your truth and proclaim the truth in whatever that you are doing, because truth gives rise to justice. And so, if the truth is tampered, then there can be no justice. And so, when people are shifting their minds, choosing candidates that, oh, this candidate is, the question you should ask is that country, La République, has it cut off from France, their colonial master? France remains very active and in control of La République. So those of you Ambazonians that are being misled and thinking that, oh, if Chiroma wins, you're going to have a change in Ambazonia. We were not one country. We're not one country. So I don't know what you're thinking about. Huh? Chiroma went to Paris and gave to go answer, present his own agenda. All of them, those candidates, they went to Paris. So if you are missing the point that the root is still there in Paris, and the branches are in Cameroon, and you, the Amazonians, you are the fruit, and all the other La République who have no spine to how to take control of your own country. You want to tag Amazonians in your own dirt. Go and rub yourselves in the mud and leave Amazonians alone. We've had enough suffering. Our people have had enough suffering to come and rub them again in your own dirt. No, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. Okay? So, Amazonians, what you should know, you are complete. You are whole. You are a people who know, you have that sense of direction. And that's why you are still in this struggle for 9 years, because you see with a clear eyes. You have that clarity of who you are. You know your self identity. You are aware. So nobody can come and deceive you. No La Republic, whether those belly politicians in Ambazonian, they cannot come and deceive you. Because at the end of the day, when you go to those protests, then they come around and pick you up and they say, oh, Amber Boys. We don't have Amber Boys. Amber Boys were sponsored by, who is this, the Minister of Territorial, what did I call him again, sir? This guy, Tanganji. He was the one. Huh? Our boys, they are ASA, Ambazonian State Army. We don't have Amber Boys. So, Ambazonians, stay home. Okay? Don't be stupid a second time. You don't need to attach or cling to a failed state like La République. La République is a failed state. Because when you look at all of these extended period of leadership of one person, you look at the country, there is no progress, nothing. The thing has decayed, it has decayed and fallen right to the pit of hell. And then what is it that you, these gullible Amazonians, who stand out there and you are acting like, oh, you want what is it that you're going to benefit? For 60 years plus, you have not seen no change. Nothing. Both La Republic and Ambazonia is the same thing. So what is it that you desire so much in that rotten country? Hmm? They are a colonized state and controlled by France. So why force yourself on a people who are not free? They are not free. They're still being controlled by France. They go answer yes, sir. Huh? The day that whether it's Icha Chiroma is declared president or Paul Biya, he will still go to Paris the next day to go answer yes, sir. So all through your adult life, all through your old age, all through your academic years, that you acquire all these academic accolades, it's just for you to be controlled by another human being living thousands of miles across the ocean. That is a shame. Africans, you need to wake up. You need to wake up. It is not funny. It's not funny. Year after year, decade after decade, our people, the Africans, are being controlled. Wow. Let me share this. Give me 1 second, please. Our people are being controlled. Africans being controlled. So what is it now that we go to school? Huh? We go to school, we cannot control our own countries. We cannot lead our own people. Some families, they have like just one person who have acquired a certain degree and all of that. And then all you are struggling is how to get like in Amazonia. People go to university and they come out, or some will end up going to teachers training college, and you go become a teacher. Is that all there is? Some struggling to go, you go to University of Boya and you come out, you struggle to go do nursing. Is that all there is? Or you go end up doing a business, a trade. Is that all there is? So how can such a country evolve? Huh? How can it evolve? When people are not using their mental capacity, it is the mind that builds what we see out there. The mind has the capacity of science, it has the capacity of technology, of engineering, of math, all of that, of art, all those things. But where in Amazonia, where in La Republique, where do you see these institutions being established and students graduating from the university and going to get employment in these institutions? Where are they? They are not there. So what is the need of you changing, oh, this person, you want this person to win, whether what? It's not going to change anything so long as the colonizer is still there controlling the affairs of that nation. Hmm? So what do you do? I'll give you this analogy of a tree, right? There's a tree. You have the root, huh? The root that is deep in the soil, and you have the branches, the trunk that goes and comes and get the branches, and then it bears fruit. Hmm? Oh, this fruit is rotting. This fruit is rotting. Why are the fruit rotting and all of that stuff? Oh, we're going to do this. Okay, you spray and spray the. Did you check the branches? Did you check the roots? Huh? If that tree is not bearing any fruit again, do you continue to keep it there? All is rotten fruit every time, rotten fruit every time, rotten fruit. Do you keep it there? So what do you do? Like here, I don't know people who study agriculture or these tree people. They always take care, like during those hurricanes. You see trees that will come down and all of that, and then they find out that, oh, that tree had problems right in the root. And what they do is they just to cut the whole tree, dig up the root, huh? And cover it up. So you cannot just be thinking that your mental shift, huh, is going to effect any change out there. When you have not dealt with the root. No, it's not going to happen. Yeah. It's a pity how some so-called Ambazonians are misleading the youth to go out and protest against this fake election result. The people have already moved their result date to 27, but you are there misleading our people, our children, our youth to go out and protest. Oh, Pobia is the winner, Pobia is the winner. Do you even look at yourself? Have you forgotten how they continue to treat you as subhumans, trample on your dignity? Huh? They stole your identity. This struggle has exposed so much that a lot of articles, a lot of information, they have come out through these 8 years, 9 years in this struggle for us to be well informed about our identity, that we are two separate people. But some of you, because of um, your relationship with La Republique, some of you have loved ones who are married there. Some because of their job, business, and all of that opportunities, all of that, and so you continue to support blindly. You continue to support blindly. But at whose detriment are you doing that? At your own, not the people of Ambazonia, because majority of Ambazonians are awakened. So no matter how you go and pressure some of them to go do things against their own will, some of them just do it to save their head, hmm? Just to stay alive. They have shown you their cunningness and cruelty. So what more do you want? What are you even hoping to get from La Republique? Hmm? What are you hoping to get from La Republique? Somebody said, evil doesn't just die, it just reinvents itself. Evil doesn't just die, it just reinvents itself. So the evil that the last administration will commit is the same evil that, and even more worse, that the new administration, if they will have to announce a different person winning, it will commit, because that is the modus operandi of the Franks. So you're not going to see anything different. And you're not going to see anything different. So that's why this topic is titled Shifting Mental Gears. What is built on the field of your mind? What is it that you are shifting your mental gears? Personally, as an individual or a collective. What is it that is built on your field of mind? Because the field there is considered in esoteric teaching, the field there is a place where you cultivate. Huh? The mind is regarded as a field. So when you read these things like in your religion, you know, the Bible, they tell you the sower went to the field. It was not a literal farmer went to the field to go sow his seed and all of that stuff. You have to consider those things esoterically or metaphorically, that they mean something else. And in this case, it means your mind. Your mind is your field where you cultivate anything that you want to do in this life. It starts with your mind, it starts in your mind. So, how do you see yourself and how you want to other people to see you? It starts with your mind. If your mind is already messed up, that you are looking yourself as somebody who need to be under the control of another person, then that's how you see they will bring all of those institutions to make you look like a beggar and a slave. And so the people of Ambazonia, they say no in 2016, 17, we said no. We are not like that. We have our own identity, we have our dignity, we have our own respect, self-respect. We cannot be from generation to generation other humans across the ocean using other ones just like us to come and control us. They say they abolished slavery, and we still see slavery, and it's going to continue for those who don't want to wake up. And so Ambazonia has waken up, and there is no one who can send us back. So La Republic, stop playing games and go to the negotiation table. It's as simple as that, to end this bad fate. So what is built on the field of your mind? Is it survival programming? The survival programming is like the one that the colonizer has designed for African. Most of those African countries that they look at you that you are just their resource extraction place. That is their own field. Their field there is Africa, to go extract their resources and use their own people to turn against their own. That is what they have designed. But you Africans who continue to do their bidding, is that what you're going to leave your children, 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 generation after generation? That's the question we should be asking ourselves. So, what is it that is built on that field of mind of yours? Suffering? Is there trauma there? Addiction? Negative beliefs? Self-defeating beliefs? Regret? Or unforgiveness, or bitterness, ego, those unhealthy ego, like some we see in this struggle. We see those with those unhealthy egos, that they are doing things, they think that, oh, they can just pop up anytime and come and make speeches and acting as, oh, they are for the struggle. We're seeing all of you. You are too small for Ambazonia. So keep up with your game. Do you feel stuck because of all of these um, things that are, or the software of your mind? Hmm? Different programs running all at once. Hmm? You have your own personal traumas. You have this suffering, this programming, survival programming that has been there running. Oh, you have to beg, we have to struggle to go, and if we can send somebody out of the country to go study or to go abroad and go fend for money and all of that to come and help your family. Yeah, and we see they continue because of all of this ideas and thoughts that are running in the software of our mind in that field, you see that there is nothing good that can come out, because what is in your mind is what you put out. And that energy, because you're using it in the wrong way, it puts out all these negative things, and the negative energy attracts the same people and projects and institutions that will come to keep you in that survivor mindset. Hmm? So, because we are so in tune with that kind of mindset, when we see things that we're supposed to make the right decision, no, we are making the wrong decision just mentally, because they're giving you this choice of Isa Chiroma and Pobia. I'll take for example those two because that's what is trending right now. Huh? Where you see some of those Anglophones, they say, oh, they want a change, they want change. Huh? Now you have shifted that gear. But let me tell you where that place is. Hmm? It's the place of understanding. You still lack understanding. Yeah? Because in the place of understanding, the opposite of understanding is impurities, where they come to bring all of those same systems that they look like a semblance of change, but it's clothed in that same bondage, slavery, colonialism. So you need to see clearly, you need clarity to understand clearly where that system is leading you to. Is it going to break you free, break your country free from all the suffering, from all that um, survival mode? Are you going to break free from that cycle? Because if you cannot have a clear understanding of the game that they are playing, then you get trapped there. And then 1 year, 2 years down the road, you see the same thing, things are getting worse and worse, and you say, oh, what have we done to ourselves? Nothing. Because you didn't deal with the root cause. If La Republique is serious, you gotta go deal with the root cause. So stop messing around with all these same politicians who came from the same branch, the same root, the same tree. Go to the root cause. Do you have the guts? Do you have the courage to cut off and dig up that tree that is keeping you in bondage? The tree in Paris. Do you have the courage to do that? Huh? If you don't have the courage, then stop wasting your time. It's just business as usual. It says if you want healing and healing tools that operate at the level of the mind, you got to be honest with yourself. Huh? That's where the truth is, because truth is what controls these two aspects of your thought, of your mind. Knowledge and understanding. Truth controls these parts, because there are four levels of consciousness that controls every aspect of your thought: truth, conscience, righteousness, and justice. Those are the four levels of consciousness that controls these seven aspects of your thoughts. So right here, if you don't have a clue of who you are, huh? La Republic citizens and the Anglophones, those who are calling for a thing that federation or whatever system. Those are all systems right here. You find systems here in the place of understanding. Do you understand the purpose of the meaning of those systems? The intention of those systems? It is there to control you. So if you don't have a clear understanding, that moves you to the place of fear. The place of fear, that is that place of wholeness, is that place of completion, is the place of clarity, where you find clarity in all the games, that those political games that they play on the people to make you look like, you are just their chess, hmm, on a chess game board. So if you don't wake up to know who you are and what you want, then continue to play you. And they look at you like, look at these people, they don't care. Because, like I said, evil doesn't die, it just reinvents itself. Hmm? So you might be living from a lesser evil to a greater evil, and vice versa, you know, vice versa. You might be living from a greater evil to a lesser evil until the day that you cut off from France. Hmm? Shifting narratives, installing new beliefs, observing your thoughts occur in the software of your mind. So remember, you cannot solve a problem at the level of consciousness that created it. Hmm? You cannot solve a problem because problems come from here. Where? This place of truth. That's why in my patient's um, program, we were talking about the truth. Only the truth will set you free. The truth is the foundation. Anything that you twist here, you distort, huh? Forget it. If it's not grounded, you want to shift your mental narrative. If it's not grounded in the truth, it ends just in the mind. And the mind, the issues of the mind cannot solve itself. The problems of the mind cannot be solved by the mind. You need to go to the root. And those principles are truth, conscience, righteousness, and justice. It must be grounded or founded in truth. If you don't want to deal with the truth and you think that you can just wake up and change people and change this and that, when the root has not been taken care of, you are wasting your time. And Ambazonia has said, no, we're not going to be part of that, your dirty game. We're not going to be part. So whoever wins, we need you to get to the table and let's negotiate our peaceful separation and live as good neighbors. Huh? And live as good neighbors. Every human being deserves the right to live free in their own country and wherever you choose. So it is not for some people to be as they are lord over others. No, you are no God. You are demons. You are Satan. That your Bible paint and your Quran call it what is it that the Quran called? So go to the root cause. The shifting mental gear we see in La Republique is a mental process, and it has not dealt with the root cause of the problem. Truth gives rise to justice. If truth is distorted, then it remains a mental problem, and there cannot be any lasting solution. When you sort out truth with a clear conscience, you do the right thing and justice is served. Huh? Justice is served. So, how do you shift these mental gears to go to the right direction? Hmm? How do you shift it to go to the right direction? It's just like I'll use this analogy of a car. Hmm? You have the car is in good working condition, everything is perfect. You have gas, there is gas in the car, or in Africa they call it petroleum in the car. Now you cannot just command the car to move. Hmm? You can't command the car to move. Whether it's an electrical or remote control, it needs someone, or manually, you need to go sit there and start the car. So you are the architect of anything that moves that narrative, that changes that narrative. So when it comes to shifting mental gears, there is a liberation energy. That's what I'm talking about. This liberation energy is those four principles of the God within: the principle of truth, of conscience, of righteousness, and of justice. So these are the energy that propels that change in your mental, um, in the mental phase. It means your thought, your narrative, your aspiration, they need to align with the principles of truth. If they are disconnected, misaligned, then everything stays in your mind. And that mental energy that you use it wrongly because you don't want to align with the truth, then you're not going to see any lasting solution out there. That is just how the principle of correspondence or the universe works, as within, as without. So people in Amazonia, those Anglophones who are thinking that a change of president in La Republique will bring Amazonia freedom or what, will make Amazonia be what, a federal? Yeah, they're fighting for federation. You know, that is not going to happen. It's not going to happen. The day that La Republique military will wake up, because the military wing is it represents the power. See, military represents the power. Number five. Five is power. When you have the courage to change your narrative, to carry on the truth. The truth can only rise to bring justice when you are determined, you have the courage and the confidence to do the right thing. So when you look at that aspect of power is being represented in our society, it is multifaceted, But in the government, the wing of the government that is powerful, huh, to bring change. Let me tell you now, hoha, now military, huh? It's your military wing. If the military has been bribed and all of that, it just end up being civilian. And the civilian can do nothing. You still go back and be trapped in that loop, that surviving loop. Huh? That's the truth of the matter. If your military cannot rise up Forget it. You'll still be deceived and go back to that survival loop. They will just get a few of you and incorporate and put them in the government to shut your mouth. And it goes back to business as usual. So you think that the three Sahel, Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger, that is causing sending tremors to the whole world? The powers that be. You think it was what? That's why they are calling, oh, return to democracy, return to democracy, return to this, return to that. Because democracy is where the civilian rule and it's a survival mode, a surviving program. Huh? Where they keep you in that surviving program and they're controlling your economy, controlling your constitution, controlling everything in your country. That's why they keep insisting go to democracy, democracy. So you Africans, you don't have no sense, no brain on your own that you can come up with your own ideas on how to govern yourselves. It's only the white man that has to bring you his own version of uh, 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 government, of governance. So you don't have nothing. All the book people will get for Africa, PhD this, PhD that, and all of that stuff, masters and double PhD on all of that. You still don't have no clue on a system that you can govern your people and that they can live in harmony. It's only the white man that has all this sense. My people, it's only the white man that has all the sense in the world. Eh? Not only they know psychology, not only they know governance, not only they know everything, and then our people know nothing. You just go get certificate, go find a job. Yes, I'm working here in this hospital. I'm working here in this department. I'm working here in this school. I'm a teacher here. That's all there is. Huh? Is that all there is? We are here to move the human race to the next phase of consciousness. We are not here to get stuck in our little successes. Huh? We don't get stuck in those things. Because the more people are awakening, and I keep saying this, the more people are awakening, that's how these corrupt, wicked leaders of the world and all those wicked people, that's how their wickedness and all the dark things that they do, that's how they're going to get exposed. It is not magic, it is not prayer, it's not fasting, it's not any of those. The more people align with the truth, to tell the truth, to stick with the truth, to be courageous enough to say, you know what, I'm going to stand with the truth for my people to know this and to do this so they can become independent. It is only an independent mind that can create, not this. An independent mind can create. A corrupt mind cannot create nothing because it's only busy with how to corrupt, bribe people here and there, getting sleepless night trying to bribe people. That's all a corrupt mind thinks. But when the people are independent and free, they control their own resources, they carry themselves with respect. That's how they continue to create things that the world has never seen before, that it will help humanity, even the diseases and all of that, to cure people, that they will come up with various strategies and techniques on how to cure all these diseases that people of the West, because they own the pharmaceuticals and all of that companies, and they're making things so difficult for humanity. Don't you get it? You think it's about your own belly? Then you belly politician. You think it's all about your belly? It's about a generation. and the future generations on how humanity has to live on this planet Earth and leave an impact. That before you exit, you leave an impact where other the generations will come and they build from there. It's about building. So we are fighting for Amazonia. Those of you who were having any doubt or fear that Amazonia is not going to exist, Amazonia is already existing. Amazonia freedom is already here. So don't go and sell yourself because of a chicken change. Our freedom is here. Huh? So stay focused. Stay focused. Stay focused. There is more to live for than to go sell yourself and let people trample on your dignity. Huh? You have stood the test of time for 9 years. Huh? Just a little wait. Wait, it's around the corner. It's around the corner. So stay home, people. Stay home. Don't get involved with their dirty politics. They already know their games. They want to drag you in the mud and then they turn around, they come and kill you and they say, oh, Amber Boys. We are not Amber Boys. We don't have no Amber Boys. We have ASA, Amazonian State Army. That's who we are, that we have. And they are guerrilla fighters. You don't see them come to stop people to collect money or kidnap people for ransom. No, they are well disciplined. Well disciplined. Okay? So, shifting mental gears, you need to anchor to your liberation energy, the divine energy in you, the God within has to direct, has to instruct that mental thought for it to produce the right outcome. You get that? If you cut off that energy of truth, then the outcome will be all fake. And it's not going to last long. An illusion don't last long. All right? So stay connected, stay grounded in your principles. Amazonians are well disciplined. Amazonians, they know where they are going to. Amazonians are not a confused people. So stay at home, stay away from any conversation that has to do with their winner over there, to protect yourself, because you don't know. They have been in our territory for far too long. The Bamilekes, the Basas, the Ewondos, and all of them. You've not heard during this long war that any of their own people have been killed. Have you heard them? No. It is only our own people who are killed, who are locked up, who are raped, whose houses have been burned, villages razed down, who are displaced internally, and refugees in Nigeria and all around the world running for their lives. You have not heard that a Bamileke, a Basa, a Wondo, all of those Yaoundé people, that they have been killed in our territory. Have you? None of them. So do not participate. They've shown you every sign. Huh? There are signs and symptoms in science. They tell you, oh, this person is showing this sign of this. They have to go run some tests, do other things to know the pathology of that disease before they can give you the proper treatment. The pathology is the root cause of a disease. And if the people of La Republique don't want to go take care of their roots, do not drag Amazonians to your dirt, your games that you're playing. If you want to stay in your rotting country, stay there. Ambazonia is free. Ambazonia is free. Okay? So, with this, we have come to the end of our presentation. Let me know what you think in the comment section, and I shall see you next week. Have a wonderful weekend. Bye.